Darling in the Franxx, Episode 22, Stargazers. Hey, what is going on everybody? It is I, Fumencho, back at it once again with another Darling in the Franxx review. Today we're talking about Episode 22. I don't have a desk yet, so I have nowhere to sit. I'm standing up. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little weird. I apologize. I'm over here leaning against the wall. This was a good episode. Not gonna lie, this was a really well-directed episode. One of the better directed episodes, if I do say so myself. I think that they achieved a lot of really cool things here. I love seeing sort of turmoil and resolve in the same episode. I love seeing two sides of that struggle. And I think that they did a really good job of that. I think that they showed, you know, you see these characters, especially the stuff with Goro and Hiro, that towards the end of the episode, I loved seeing that sort of, that switch there. Like, first he's really upset with him, he even punches him, really good moment there. Goro in this episode especially, it's been a while since we've had kind of, not necessarily a Goro-focused episode, but an episode that Goro's actually in and actually has dialogue and actually matters. So that was really, really refreshing. But just that moment between him and Hiro, I just finished the episode, this is the moment that's sticking through my head the most, is that conversation that they had. I thought it was just, again, well-directed, very emotional, very powerful. He punches Hiro, really good moment for him as a character. And then moments later, you kind of see him turn, and they do this sort of montage thing. You kind of see, it kind of reminds me of like Western film a little bit, and I think it's well done here. I think it's implemented, again, just interesting, really interesting how we just kind of flip towards and now everything's okay, now we're going forward. And normally I kind of hate this kind of thing, but when the way they did it, I don't know, it was just, again, well directed. The stuff going on with 02 is a little weird, kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's actually pretty dumb how she's linked with this Relizia. I guess that's just, that happens now, or maybe because this is like the apath or whatever, the apath, and maybe that somehow takes your soul. That was, I don't really know. I don't really know what's going on there. I don't even think the show does, to be honest. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of, I'm glad that we are going in space. We're going full Gurren Lagann, and we're gonna like explore that territory. We're going to Mars. At this point in the series, I already think that Earth is done, and I think they're actually just gonna live on Mars. I think that's gonna happen in the series after this this little introduction. Like, Mars, isn't there soil there? Like, I have a feeling that that's the place. That's where we're gonna be now. And I think that would actually be really interesting too. But going into space is really, really cool, and I'm not going to pretend it's not. The stuff going on with the Nines too, them coming along, I think is a good idea for the show. I don't really like the Nines as characters very much. I think they probably will bite the bullet and die, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think that using them as that plot device is a good thing. I think that kind of serves the story quite well. They were trying to do something with their characters in this episode that I didn't really care about too much. You saw that Alpha, or whatever his name is, was like upset. I didn't really grasp what he was upset about, though. I mean, I get that Papa is down, basically his whole life is a lie. But I feel like that wasn't translated very well, or that just wasn't shown off really well. We kind of just see him just being all emotional in bed. And I don't know, wasn't really feeling that. And those other two characters that are a part of the Nines, like, who are they? Have we even heard them speak? Maybe once? I just don't really care about those characters at all. Another thing that we need to definitely talk about is Kokoro and, of course, Mitsuru and their kind of relationship going on here, how she's pregnant. We see at the end everyone's kind of suited up for battle and ready to go up into space, except him and Kokoro. Maybe he's accepted something, or maybe he's gotten some memory back. I think that's kind of what's happened here, because when he initially heard that she was pregnant, you kind of see that he was taken in by it all. And I don't know if he got his full memory back. That kind of wasn't really discussed. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I don't really like what's going on there, to be honest. But hopefully things will work out. I don't know. Again, in my Mars theory, if Earth is done, that means they're done too, because I'm guessing they're sticking behind. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens. I want that to work. I really do, because that's the relationship I felt like they built up the best out of all of the relationships in the series. Even Hero and Zero Two, mind you. I think that relationship seems the most real, seems the most realistic, seems like it just flows better than all of the other ones, in my opinion. So I hope that is not going to waste here. I hope there actually is something of substance there in terms of storytelling. Nana coming back too was really cool. Really like her as a character. Her seeing like the past children or whatever, I thought that was really interesting. I'm curious if they're going anywhere with that. I like that little plot line there. I like how now they're helping them out and everything. It's kind of what I predicted on like earlier on a few episodes ago when she first regained her memories. I was like, yeah, they're probably going to be allies to the squad. Of course, things have changed drastically since then with VIRM or Invader Zim or whatever. So like it's a little bit different than I predicted, but they are helping them, and I think that is really cool in terms of, again, storytelling. I think that kind of works. And just, again, a story. It's nice to see the episode still developing story. There's 2 episodes left, so who knows what's going to happen next. Again, like, this show's gonna have to end quite abruptly unless they find... I will be very impressed if this show ends well. Let's just say that. Let's just say I will be very impressed. But all in all, I did really enjoy this episode. There's a couple of hokey things here and there, but there is a lot of good stuff here in terms of direction, in terms of OST, in terms of voice acting, really good. The emotions, the stuff between Hero and Zero Two. Now, I don't love their relationship, but I do really like what they're doing here. I like her kind of taking damage or whatever with Strelitzia. Again, stupid. I think it's really dumb, but it's done in a way that's really cool. Seeing the thunder in the sky too, seeing like just the sky erupting in light, that is awesome. I feel like we don't really see that kind of stuff in anime very often, and it's really cool to see it here. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm sure there's a bunch of things I'm missing, but, you know, we can't talk about them all, so comment down below, and let's try to talk about them all. Let me know what you think of this week's episode of Darling in the Franxx. What do you think of Kokoro having this baby and Mitsuru? What's going to happen there? Do you think they're going to be on Mars? Is that happening? Yeah, let's comment about all of it down in the comments below. I always love reading through your guys' theories and just crazy stuff, so it should be fun, right? Let's keep it civil, let's keep it civil. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed anything that I had to talk about today, you can... never mind, just forget it. You can do whatever you want. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.